Icy weather in the Midwest forced the NFL to push back the kickoff time for tomorrow's playoff game between the Kansas City Chiefs and Pittsburgh Steelers. That's one of 4 games this weekend that'll decide who advances to the conference championships. Joining us once again to preview this weekend's matchups is Tiki Barber, former NFL All-Pro and co-host of CBS Sports Radio's Tiki and Tierney. Tiki, good morning.
Good morning to you guys.
Tiki.
First up, Seattle Seahawks, Atlanta Falcons. What do we think?
Yeah, this one's interesting, especially because the offensive coordinator for the Falcons, Kyle Shanahan, is kind of auditioning for the 49ers job. So if he's going to be over-aggressive and try to jump out ahead of the Seattle Seahawks, who have so much experience in the postseason, it could be dangerous. This isn't a vintage Seahawks team. I expect Atlanta to do what they've done all year. Matt Ryan is somewhat of an MVP candidate, or probably is an MVP this year of the NFL. But Seattle is tricky, and they are notoriously good in the postseason.
All right, Tiki, next up right here on CBS this evening, the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots. The Patriots shut out the Texans during the regular season, and that was without a guy named Tom Brady. So what happens tonight?
Yeah, this is kind of the one when the sun sets in the east and the pigs fly, then maybe Houston has an opportunity to win this one, because Brock Osweiler just hasn't been consistent this year, and Tom Brady has been. Even though he missed those first 4 games, 28 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Even without Gronk, this team has been clicking along. And you talk about experience in the postseason, no one has it in more capacity, more spades than the New England Patriots. So I expect this one, unfortunately for us, to be the blowout.
You're a betting man
of the weekend.
All right, next up, Green Bay Packers, Dallas Cowboys. Now, you didn't go with the Packers last week.
I did not. Could I? I mean, they're playing the Giants.
All right, we'll give you the alumni pass on that one, okay?
Thank you.
But you've got a very experienced quarterback here with the Packers going against a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers has been as hot as anybody in the National Football League the last few weeks of the season. Hasn't thrown an interception in basically 2 months. But the Cowboys have been so explosive with Ezekiel Elliott, so consistent with Dak Prescott as the starting quarterback taking over for Tony Romo. This is the game of the weekend, and I think it will be determined in the first couple of series in this game. If the Cowboys defense can do what the Giants did last week, not saying that they can, and hold Aaron Rodgers back and this Packers offense back, then they have a chance to win. But Aaron Rodgers is wide open and scoring a lot of points. So this is the one that I look forward to the most this week.
All right, Tiki, real quick, just to end the weekend, Steelers-Chiefs, who do you like?
Man, this was crazy. The Steelers and the Chiefs, they had to move the game from 1 to 8 because of the weather, which makes it a mutter. So for runners, we call this a mutter, meaning the conditions are bad, the footing is horrible. It benefits really good running backs who have great balance, and Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers is definitely one of those. So I like Pittsburgh in this one, even though it's on the road and a very hard place to play out in Kansas City.
A tough mutter. All right, Tiki, good to see you. Thanks. Big weekend of football ahead.
Most certainly. Thank you, guys.